But they've got a fantastic actor to play Prince John, Toby Stephens. I mean, he's a real menace, Prince John. All he wants is to feel like loved. He's always saying, you know, do you love me? Do the people love me? He wants to get rid of either Gisborne or the sheriff, so he plots with both of them to go and kill the other one, and that ends in one of their demises, or so the audience thinks. So yeah, he's a trickster.
You'd make a fine sheriff, Gisborne. I'm confident in that. Does it please you that I have such confidence in you?
Yes, sir.
Robin Hood isn't dead. I told the sheriff, I wanted Robin Hood dead. His blood is a gift I covet, and yet no one gives it me. If the sheriff loved Prince John, he would give it me. And yet I do not have it. Ergo, he doesn't love me. But I will have blood. The sheriff's blood. Do you love me, Sheriff?
With all my heart, sire.
Would you give your life for me?
My life? Is that all? Of course.
Would you take a life for me?
Even easier to answer.
Gisborne has so disappointed me.
Disappointed us both, sire.
Obedience, loyalty, love. Is it too much to ask? The king requires all three. Who's more loyal to me, Sheriff? You or Gisborne?
Of course, I am, sire. My loyalty is infinite.
Good. Then prove it to me. Rid me of Gisborne, Sheriff.
This is an unhinged monarch in the classic style of crazy kings or crazy princes. He really brings an energy to it and a danger that we haven't seen before, so it's great to have that character there.
Forward now. Make sure it's burned to the ground.
Archer, it's time. God have mercy on you.
Rest in peace.
Archer's very mercurial. He's a bit of a soldier of fortune. He's illegitimate son of Guy of Gisborne's mother, Ghislaine, and Malcolm, who's Robin's father. He was given away at birth.
When Archer comes on the scene, I don't think she believes a word that's come out of his mouth, to be perfectly honest. I think she's very sceptical. And it gets to that point where I think Isabella's verging on the side of going a bit crazy, of going a bit mad.
There's a man here to see you.
A man?
Apparently he has a proposition for you.
Really?
The name's Archer.
When you've been scorned so many times and hurt to such a degree, your whole life is revolved around fear, so therefore you're sceptical of everyone and everything. So when Archer comes on the scene, I think she's so hardened by that point that if he is her brother, she doesn't want to know. If she's not, you may be of interest if you can offer me something. It becomes that ruthless, I think, for her.
I don't think Archer has any allegiance to Isabella at all, other than the fact that she's his sister. And when he gets that information in episode 11, I think that's all it takes for him to think there's money to be made there. He doesn't really care about anyone but himself at this point, and he just hears that there's this female sheriff in Nottingham, and she just happens to be his sister. Well, I've got some time off, I thought I'd come and tell you a little bit about some of the weapons Archer uses. This is the longbow, which is very different to Robin's bow. Robin's got the Saracen's bow. The longbow was designed to be more or less the exact height of the person firing it, and it's kind of got two functions. The same function as Robin's got, which is obviously straight firing, but you can also fire it over more longer distances, fire it up in the air to obviously hit the other side of the battlement. But as we talked about, Archer coming from all over the world and kind of having a keen interest in all different types of weapons and artillery from around the world, we could have incorporated this kind of short samurai sword. So he's kind of got that action. So two swords with my bow. And something I haven't got on me at the moment because they don't trust me when I'm not filming is a little throw star that he's got as well, which you'll see in episode 12 where Archer comes to save Kate.
In terms of the story in the gang, it's like a new girl comes into the gang, so I suppose that's always going to cause, you know, friction and kind of interest in one way or another.
You know, Much is very attracted to Kate. She doesn't want any of it. She likes Robin.
He definitely is sweet on Kate when she comes in. He takes a shine to her.
Much has got eyes for Kate, but Kate's quite unaware of it for most of the series.
Robin won't do anything because Much, he feels as though he'll hurt Much.
And Robin and Much are best friends, so there's all, you know, there's all that aspect to it as well. So I think it gets quite complicated.
Kate goes to Much and says, listen, come on, give me a break. I don't like you, I like him. So he sorts it out.
But then Alan's quite likes her as well, and then she quite likes Robin. So gets a little bit
quite
called
big
up brothery actually. You know,
camp. I'll tell you that for nothing. Gets very called up my end of the camp.
Yeah.
See what?
Can't you see her for what she really is?
Kate, why are you so angry with me? I'm sorry.
What for?
Well, it's difficult, isn't it?
Is it? Why? Because of Isabella?
No, not because. It's just the way we live. You know, and then there's Much.